The simplest kind of number line for doing addition is something such as a ruler, or perhaps a line that your child has taped to their desk at school, where the numbers are already indicated. If they're given something such as 8 plus 6, they will start at the 8 and then count on 6 places, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number they get to is the answer to 8 plus 6, which is 14. Something some parents are less familiar with is the empty number line. If your child's given 16 plus 7, they can start with the 16 at the beginning and then count on 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then work out where they've got to. So if they started at 16, that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And they can see that the answer's 23. And this is at the most basic level, where they're just counting on one number at a time. 16 adds 17, again starting with 16, because we're adding a number that has a 10 and a 1 in it, we can separate those out. So instead of counting 17 lots of 1, we can just add on the 10 and work out that that will be 26. Then we can add on the extra 7, and you can break that down into easier chunks. So if we break down this 7 into 4 and 3, the 4 takes us to what we call a nice friendly number, a nice round number, which is 30, and then we just add on the remaining 3 to take us to 33. Before we move on, have a go at this one. Pause the video if you need a moment to have a go at this. 18 add 13. The number line will have 18 at the beginning. Because we're adding 13, which has a 10 and a 1, we can start by adding the 10. 18 add 10 takes you to 28. We have 3 left, and if you wish, you can break that number down to take you to a nice round 30 by adding 2, and then out of that 3 there's 1 left. Add 1 to 30, and that's 31. The numbers can be bigger. 156 add 48. So we're starting with 156, and we're not going to count on 48 lots of 1. We're going to put these into chunks that are manageable. So we can start by adding the 40. If you have 156 and you add 40, that takes you to 196. Then we can add on the 8, and again you can break that down. We can add on half of it, 4, to take us to a nice round 200, and then add on the other 4 to take us to 204. Have a go at this one. Pause the video if you need a moment to have a go at this. At the beginning of your number line, there's 129. You're going to add 65, so start by adding all the 10s, add 60, 129 add 60 takes you to 189. You have 5 left. If you add 1 from that, takes you to a nice round 190. And then there's 4 left out of that 5, and that takes you to 194.